so for DJ, it was not part of my agenda. Those who know this history, say this is the secret behind the Church of Pentecost. From a fellowship, they started the Pentecost
in France.
In France, here. Before we could say anything, na papa na gada ni panini na to another venue. That's how Pentecost started. And I have the records straight. Meanwhile, from 1993 to 2000, and I was so no India. Maybe say no, never. So for French jamais.
I
didn't say me this of.
Ube started FM Founders International Ministry all
over from the scratch, from zero.
Okay.
From zero.
How difficult was it? Into the last time I went back to easy. What did Ghana say?
Ghana dear, me how Ghana ye kakrebi.
Asitra Paris Akotobansa. Yabe PM of France, Yako Nantes, and Yako Paris. Na ene mabakro foforo Eha na yebeye the first edition of Asitra Pa in France. Na ye papa so fubi, waye magnanimous to open the offices to us. And ye nene betna se abon komo. Na sidi unim no. Asitra Pa proudly sponsored by Veronica It. Kumasi de nyame ope baby atna mo asuma dwoa se we hoho tukwa no abagana uti Kumasi ho akra no. Home away from home sometimes here na important. Your spa, your bar, your restaurant, your gym, your salon. Be ma ya sitting mu comfortable dey be Veronica It 020-036-9876 and now on the internet is so www.veronicait.com. Open source send you an email info@veronicait.com. Sana keche clothing one cry shirts papa African wear to say print the voile and na linen na ye designs kakra beard in cross symbols and now say pattern be near the atum near the na de and to papa so aye a print achidi achi subra any ade no ni nyina keche eton ewo enkran 14 Patrice Lumumba Road Airport Residential. Number no is 024-511-5546. Let us ketchebe bia wubia na o deliver edi amount. Ankara Homes enkanka mo akwantu mu no. Mehwe skit bia obi ese ne wo fa CC diamond no. Cheso ko ye de dan ya plaster asia to tiles. De aka no yenye ne hwe kra. Bra Ankara Homes, the easiest, most convenient way would they ebenya edan and they said you want to free Ankara Homes a born that form and ye be bia so ye legit. Fresh 053-021-7766 053-021-7766 Kumasi's latest gated community IPTSC yeboa any Ankara Homes. Sade rabakwenkwen ye no aduane ano ani yie upeni local dish Kumasi de any rabakwenkwen for all locations ebeti aketa ede amount for 0244-606-500 and there me guests we papa me ni behia atwetwe nkomo eye sofo Godwin Benefo ono na and I work sorry no da no any the aka nyina me buy matete niema amazing stuff for you bebre but me pese nyina yeti free nanum ya so 8 ye na ye nisuguso na ye hwe papa afishiapa ye can say in French
bonani
okay na bibia aboko
nyame adom na mo nso mo ho te sei
nyankopa adom
ye mo makwa ba so
ya eja edika ye da ase pa se wa accept say oni ye betna se abonko mo eni ye ba have the reception you've given us. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Miss Madam Ase say won so ma se madaje na maba se mba be srai me da basi bibiri
yes papa mpacho asetena pa de ye chance e free mfiti ase said the abrabo no starting. But sorry, you are sorry, Ned say.
But so a Firm Founders International Ministries.
Firm Founders
International Ministries.
Okay. Na ewo you create
Saison.
Okay. It's papa bomi mu ye wo ufri he
yo
and near the basa
yo ye wo men crying.
Okay.
Na me papa ye kwoni ba we free no. We free kwatia. And yeah, and mama ye kwapem eburi.
Okay.
Yeah, but in Crane woman, in Crane Matana school because school Udona that time na friend say kindergarten.
Okay.
And it was so called New Era Preparatory School Accra.
DB papa.
You know, we free honor me madam na me pass common entrance and I'm a call Mr. Tiwa Odogono Secondary School.
Odogono.
Yeah.
Odona ni Odogono.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm saying Odogono that's all.
Okay.
Odogono Secondary School. Now me free from 3 I come from 4 and papa see me swap. Me school in them because we share school as in them. We share school as no. I'm saying I'm coming away from 5 at the age of 11.
Hey, wow.
Yeah, because
nice sharp.
You hear me.
Okay.
Na me adum na me mama tiri ntino me huri me ntino no see me sha ntino when I'm free when I'm coach twice so Abetifi Presbyterian Secondary School.
Okay.
Or Abetifi.
Oh. Enti akwa Abetifi no okọ gina say.
Me ko start o mama ba mechi because me free me wo dog on no na nka me ko form 5 I me ko pass final exam. And o mama san ba mechi say me sha. Enti me ba form 3 e wa Abetifi.
Oh, okay.
But a honor, my Mrs. Sam, I didn't mission because now me person me lawyer.
Okay.
Bram wo dogo no, na person me lawyer. Into Mrs. Sam na Mrs. Sam be business methods.
Okay.
To Mrs. Sam, my brother nyina ma Mrs. business methods, but aboa me.
Okay. Into Abetifi no, Nesi form 5 and Anasis.
Nesi form 5.
Okay.
Into na me form 5 no, instead of 6 form na me call polytechnic.
Okay.
Back to Accra Polytechnic.
Okay. In the whole year then.
I be a diploma in business studies.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And 3 years.
Bachelor I.
Into
your no, and I'm sure see Ghana Cooperative Bank.
Ghana Cooperative. Okay. Oh, okay. Okay, Papa see much. Papa along the line.
Yeah.
Primary, secondary. Accra Polino. Were there any BB or I see an event for you'd want to share with us?
Sure. Say, Michelle School as in Nabibia Kuyi. And I make us say, I said, Brameko class 6 and you him because now this is for say me yard. Now, me free secondary school as I'm making. Me free from 3 I call form 5 form 4 I call form 5 and I make us say it's a sign no. And unfortunately the papa and mommy I wanted some a baby basa no we.
Oh.
And that was very, 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 I would say disastrous because I had to take a decision at that time. That's like let me try. But the decision I say me taking is because I'm me free away and I say no. Say be na honke kana na homboa no NCP. Until I had to make the choice say either say me dim papa echi.
And I be do one
and the choice was that say me dim papa echi and meet me in school. So me come mama hwa meet me abo me bra but meet me in school. And at that time so na me mama me papa I worry for with my stepmom. Okay. So I had to choose to stay with my father and my stepmom.
Okay, and you did. And how was it living with stepmom?
Honestly, those times in America now, it was very hard. By then, I
get that a lot.
Yes.
Almost stepmothers today, or they say they went through.
And I want to really
times.
Take this media to say a big thank you to her.
Okay,
but
your friend is
Lydia.
Auntie Lydia.
Otiasi.
Oh, I'm crying.
Auntie Lydia Safua.
Auntie Lydia Safua.
Yeah.
Okay.
In fact, Otitemi. Monsieur Bibia say kitchen there bibia no ha mentumi nya.
Wow.
Mentumi aduane bia.
At that time they all say bia or
it was hard because that time and say and then blender and then yam maku obo so me say ti me and opa me sorry I say me clean the whole house me train am papa free adwuma ba na me horo ne car ohura ase nya say na e de ko washing be ntin me say baby na me say chi nyina because I say me ohoro car na say na papa so car use ko aye white. It just said we are about your inspection. I say inside and outside, I said me washing it clean, and that was really a
That's good. How many years?
I was around 13, 14 years.
Okay.
Yeah, into me number 4, Elko Bobo near then, not me ball. But I didn't have that liberty because Tembian, my opinion, I said me tenefi, na me bois, na me wufufu, na me young quine, na me bois, say, it was a real good training for me.
But were there other children?
Yes.
From
my papa, my mama, and papa. Yeah.
Or stepmother?
Yes, okay. Yes. Unfortunately, not yummy and son. But my chiba, no. Well, he didn't really stay home. But my sister, and free. On tell quite brutally. Into my siblings and I, my stepmother and mano. Men I'm to tell me now. Men I'm a babysitter woman. They just say, me share woman, just say, and using in a boame. Until those times, the midnight night was very hard. By then, I bear this one, mammy.
Well, that's interesting. It's papa, we're free Accra Poly.
Sir.
And our cooperative bank.
Sir.
The transition, let's say. We school and we Juma.
If you school, no, that time now so your national service.
Okay.
To be your national service, you know. I had an ambition, say, metro school so. You know, but see, in the meantime, I'm in Juma. You know, it sounds say, me papa and mammy giant, you know, and mammy near the interim. Me kai say, na me makwan befia, me kokwaso, me kofani mo Togo.
Wow.
At a very young age, I started to find new more Togo, my beton, sa, crank, you know. I realized, and I'm papa, so no auton spare pass. In a way, no, be my quite so I'm a cotton in town was stop. You know, I started training, and from that time, no, Miss School, my dear, me and Ameto. Apart from so many school fees, you know, me and I'm coquan so, and my beton, your man, let's say Miss Cabiniano, I made that to Miss School, your man. You know, me shall say, me, I may to Tommy Honyama. And it's say our giant mamma nibe yeding, say me in a way no me bomb bra to Tovinoma. And you know, me free hono, I'm a starting a say me and I make starting my applications. Okay. The applications na bibia and papa kra no nim time a me adwuma. Me adwuma na me ka che say nyame adu me adwuma. But me adwuma no ye de me ko Takrady Street, ya fama nkwa kra. Okay. Na nyankopon so ya adum say we could do Takrady no within a short time and I am a branch internal auditor. Wow. Until I started to quite me adwuma Cape Coast Takwa and Takrady. Me na me manage that area in I said. Okay. At that time a branch internal auditor and say in case say company be person o here loan me na say me check say BPI okay. Until as a young man me start to say me adwuma and then I started saying say no I say me could school become because that is not enough. Until I know the ma afemi yes say me could school dia na me press me could school outside the country. Oh yeah, branch here was so. Say circumstances are not what be ye penny by force. I will show. Let's see about oh yeah. Na ma sebin collabo ne semo mawtrim. And no more ma pe any side. And at that time na asori you. Debbie, that's a very interesting question because me papa you be know you're very strict. Until na brana me one in chair one kind na me would day school no. Na military. 6 we so goofy. Say me kai say na me pii na me ye late, me be fie later otu me boy. And you say be am akodi collabo ne sem. And na ma 7 sa na ma no. Oba akra na me su 7 oba be kasa. Me kai say first time o share me 7 oba be kasa no. The way be good many must see what banning. Obani Tramu, and yes, Obani cried, no, yet the lie. Obani Tramu, Obani Bisame address, and Obeka Senia Yashe, time will be some address. I mean, and no pen and papa P. Begin on a sinner. Obiso Obani said, opening. Let me see. Now, I say, we ni skill we ni hwe one hwe na o hye wonyi nsen a school bebo afi me gina ho free ok papa no onu dia o so yom hwan odidi oba na tema ko yin na me so de me ko fi no hwi me no bo me say me so on your baby agina ho bio.
You didn't defend yourself.
Debbie
one can say daddy nyesara okay
Debbie and me say me
they do before complain.
Inti no ne ko ba ni say na ma asem sa ne ma no na me suro ba asem to fact na me suro ba inti no Mr. T abitifi no ho na mko ya akola boni
okay
ko le say mo boarding house inti no afemi ko do school still are innocent oh na me now for the be say we didn't do because I miss school I see a pet girl now and I'm say girl because my first time you the girl tena me nim say na me ni uti hoyi na ye prep and you may say prep you can't prep and you may what start
class
me ni girl tena se be 2 hours man can wait
ono so anka
so I can say me make be
papa no monyo
nti ewie na okoka kire onipa na ole ne ma me say wadamfo ni hu awu papa matena se no ale so bisa so ho te say wan kan bibia bio nti ni na masem but with time no na fei so binya girl na kakran na start to say me peba ben si ho minum cigarettes minum we minum onsa me kai se bra nkrofo wa so de ma mo kwa so no minum cruise yitumi ye 3 kilometers akoko no nsenfu ni a time one the time omo eso mo pa so ni ananti no ma ba bi hia pepe se ni so yakwa so de mi hwa ni abu serious until that time ni there that it was like say my ship prison afi no my day school my back boarding house in Tinbeni so it is a bibia na person try that time cooking or crank am try
and o papa ehunu da
Debbie me kai say be ku school a no say ni use trunk me trunk no me dey ade sim na me dey cigarette ashase
wow
me to St. Morris a secret na go dey wo hono me dey shase ntino ohun hwe obaba is because obaba expect obaso ohun ya ma me dey ko but obaba hwa ohun hwe na me dey ashase ma smart ase me do school anaja me ni cruise
but it didn't affect your performance.
It affected me call normally me call first from 3 so I don't know yeah I was excellent brilliant I feel second term third term now
drop
to your friend no say dear na koso no na papa say na make military di matem na won hua de na say ni say now unfortunately for me no na my stepmother sister one of the schools around to be my meet them some call I don't know who say my starting collaboration I don't report him my papa my stepmother and I'm step and so say yeah concern it's papa 10 years that is why you massam na say massam na you know but you do baby na me say no me I say me straighten up because we say me pay ma me din collaboration but man hwe am school until I had to straighten up and then I went back but me who say I was not much concentrated until we do form 5 and maybe prepare me last exam soon again. Me who says sama yeah. But no kura no that time no I'm afraid leakage West Africa exam too. You questions no. To umutwa exam sinim e ma me san kokko ye no foforo wo Accra and sana me nya admission ya polytechnic. Nti no ho e na me say
it's papa all this while na o maame na wunim baby a o maame tie won kwa
na me ko
okay no no so tin cry
one cry wa salam down near ta kosra no pa every almost me be fietem bia na me ko kosra no
okay na any problem for papa
Debbie o my kwansi enko but titiri no hu say we taking advantage say yakoye mame ho ayeko che nti na afi no my time say yakwa time yem fam refini
you say the disadvantages of broken homes na ya katro one senior there okay and papa we say so better education so there you would want to do it outside Ghana okay nti bo me move free here
and France there na come plan ho bia and it was not even on my plan on my card as traveling metro application called Canada Conway College
okay
into my train my letter admission and it came I was just waiting for the final visa letter so me kwa apply And I'm enough for phobia na me know me theater or a center.
Okay.
Yeah, and I was in theater.
Now what?
Yeah, with theater mirrors. Into no me for back on the so there's an opportunity to travel. Into if you are interested. And I'm so why not? And that time, the way I'm papa on name stepmother, no. I mean, Jean, this my cousin me took on your baby. Although some years more back, Madrian said I was going to take a steady leave and then my loan or bank. I'm the 2 coin. But I'm saying no. Me person me kwa kudi aban sika na echina no. Me ni kwa ya hwe me. Nti me ko papa na mka and say there's an opportunity. And I said why not? But that time no ma start bompai. So that time no na ma start kwa sorry. Okay. Edu baby no after all the juma me year ni sika young by just say me salary kwa na me fa me sanka because my allowances, traveling allowances, was enough for me to meet them, everything is there. But I realized there was something missing in my life. Okay. There was something I could not describe, but I was not happy. Okay. I was trying to relate to say, and I'm good. I didn't say, BB, I said, BB, something is not right. And, I met Reverend Stanley and Stephen, that for no more the twins. How many witnesses me? Oh, okay. Now, like I said, bro, I'm kind of that night, na my girlfriend and book appointment that you call tip two. The day the many am bringing, can't say me. I made my both half into can't say me now.
Now, where did you meet them?
In the street, Wanda Braka.
And no more. Okay.
Na Reverend Stanley, you know, Matano. Mrs. Mata Mensano. Na omotibe wada braka. Inti no omoba ye no a omonene Kenya miase no Kenya miase memwa omokra na anja. Come baby. But that seed was there. Inti bra me ni ba me ho so no I remember some crofobia Kenya miase mkire me no. And and I started the church in Assemblies of God Evangel. Okay. That was where, but it was a struggle because it was like what's your prisoner afia when you but it was I didn't find it easy because between say semi giant no giant map cigarettes and your mano and suminyame it wasn't easy but nyankopon ye nneoma bia cigarettes enya sorry into me cigarettes. Okay. We had a visit at Ghana Tobacco Company. Is that right? At that time. Yeah, that time. Now na cigarette no but I say caricature be obi see wa onum cigarette and the lungs how it affects the lungs. When I say na nkrofo I don't know what is munim say dey kunipa na masadia or why let me decide say minim cigarette bio. Ensa ni na mfo ni bi ye national service or Accra Brewery. Okay. Now we Accra Brewery o me ra ho no attest to what I'm saying. Say, Uraha, or no insania no glass mo. Your jokes akese. Intino, ina e channel on now the kubum. Now, Udruha, or more, a fini, we could do up and say hallelujah. No more swag so hallelujah. But no mentias, yes, I say, who do baby now bua, hallelujah, no, oh, car, a different thing. Two raha and shani hallelujah.
Two to make a hallelujah, I just want it out.
What did I? And you could start tearing boom, hallelujah. I feel now, that me be no, me drop in a beefy. And I drop in the baby see one mammy, na mammy tone near my year more kios. Mammy say, who send me be with Sada.
And Auntie Lydia.
Debbie, we are mammy. Okay. Mammy say me buy no, you can't see who number the several book here so na me. Until me we happen am crocodile. Until the next day, me buy na me say, na. Come no coin. And I'm saying, I see no display what had here. Go be good when you must say. And I'm saying, na crofo no say, na girl we were having. I'm see yeah, be or why I'm saying me no mun say. That was how I stopped. Wow. Until no sana many nyina no. And we I remember say one time in school, and opportunity to be many boys. I could shing with a and I yakotuni but one more shin back say, so shina wakotua, sodia, chance wo moon so nti me sorry and it say my higher my fino ade no the world is turning me hu ba bia and I'm now for say my starting him tea pim enwemam ti me ko ya me ya peka kran me kodu no metu no ma meduane ti me dampa no so na me say me say me bodam and I'm a bomb say ready so some ya dia sade we me family son na me team bible me need to team me no and I'm saying me free necro me family say and that's how I stopped me so but that time na me kwa sorry anya me tie bi that time no inti san insani ma penny san ye man enya sorry me die ni nyina sana me sunyame.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very interesting. Asetrapa with Akotomansa. Mene Sofo Godwin Benefo Emma Ebon Komui Ewo France and then was a son Emma Mene Pastor Ebo Enkomui. Go back to France. The amount will be France.
You know, send Americano and I'm a number for the cast. Okay, there's an opportunity, and then I'm in charge here. I got my visa, my ticket in 1 week.
Wow, this was year, baby.
1993.
Hey, 93. Okay.
Yeah. You know, we share and I'm say, France, dear, I'm quite already French Casano. The school here, the air officer in France, dear. But because in between when I apply for UK, my apply for UK, I'm almost on the waiting list.
Okay.
Into one more train, I'm coaching passports, okay. And now we did pay France.
So about France 1993.
1993.
Wow.
And it's a whole story. I'm even writing a book on it in Tino. I mean, I do my and to some few inquiry idea. Oh yes, Mecca.
Yes, that. Mecca details.
Oh, make you have details.
No, I'm saying say book there. Voluminous.
Sure. Sure.
And I'm probably PM France.
Na be PM France. Be PM France. Mente kasa. Minimum biawa ha. Mada a long story, but very interesting. Until me buy, you know. Woman bet 2 woman no. That time na fe na master take kwa sorry. You know. Make us me a brother. Me evangelist, me sofo, me bibia. Until me buy na e baby a me kosue ye no. Na initially na yesa me call Canada because me bra Canada. Until why papers bibia I yesa me call Canada. Me kokudru airport no check here no ka tell me some papers me kita na fake.
Oh, Ghana.
Me free
or before free ako Canada.
The police, you know, or stop him and catch them. Some people say you fake. And go between me, actually, they make to prison. Yeah, they make Ghana. Bamenko.
Wow.
Shouldn't him say that time? I'm so different. The papa kind of brofo. I said, go. I could let you be arrested, sent back to Ghana, but go.
Wow.
Me so me kono. Many aji with high hopes. Me say me continue. Me the mentality achi che. Me the me nyoma me the buy the me give me achi che. Mohana Christina buy. I'm say, hey, one come say there be. I'm say them say assignment. I'm say what? People say I'm say yeah. I'm say people say I'm kita ni fake. Until now, I have to start all over here. Boys, baby, I'm caught tonight those times, you know. Obi in Hokwa, sorry. Na just said during the day, no young boys, mkofa prostitute. No me never be right there mo. Na me stay. Tell me to that staircase, no, because we no mo ya semi there, you know, my bath fro. Dan dem no, you need bath until you dware wo basin. Yeah, kitchen here back up. To a year, and so we train now we and such as say, you may be free. Now, yet 10 till you may know about now we night the ha, we eat the ha, sa.
Yeah, I said the prisoner said that.
Get to. Into no, oh, when I make catch them so now, only a sort of ha, I know started almost 7. I sorry. Now, party of war high soon, Yamwa. Into no more direct me, my sister B and change sister Esther.
Okay.
And sister so I saw in her, but ye she a bomb by ye, tin so pedia. Tina must start to see the biam no.
Which part of France?
Paris, inside
Paris,
the heart of Paris.
Okay.
Maybe I'm afraid Chateau Rouge, near
Okay.
Benefo. Yeah. And kakra yashasi bompaye. And that is how the church started in France.
Okay.
Because at that time, no, na surubia ni kuma.
Okay.
Tin Kukushian and another brother, and I'm funny crazy, Pastor No. And he started to see a bompaye. And then we met another pastor, Apostle Fatre. And now he started to say, "Yeah, bompaye, kakra." Yeah, see a bompaye, and then we started doing evangelism because as we be any hand, he started. Sorry, I know pa. Me sugani, me nyajuma. Inti sorry, I near Kenya miasem. Kakra. Then people started giving their lives to Jesus.
Now more evangelize it to non-Ghanaians and Ghanaians.
You say we are starting with Ghanaians because I is different.
Yeah,
take us an intino. Until started and kakran so emanence. So there were people who were going through serious crisis, serious problems, health issues, and then we started praying with them. And I make I say that time no, me sofo, me evangelist, me a brother. Intino near Monsieur, kakra Monsieur, brother, Yakupon, a friend, no, a Jimmy no. Kakra mission na me de bae na kakra teachers nya de na nwanum started na fe de ni you got a place at Invalid before as American church go omo basement my you starting kakra afi you sade no eni. And then we had other people joining us and then we moved to another place because now Invalid hona ko eketwa ne kwaji baby kakra ntino you gusu wo ha na papa ni monyamfo bi edi adwuma no say yeah the shining sana somewhere non wakrata will yedma UNESCO.
Okay.
Intino ononso kachire say o free Ghana no machine member some started Church of Pentecost.
Wow.
In some making a very very deep and people those who know this history know say this is the secret behind the Church of Pentecost. Intino you could share when you and you meeting say yendane fellowship no Pentecost. And you say well yeah dear me ni krata nti me no mo kan so rasem kra no me no emide say okay mo fanko but other people said no we are coming from different denominations nti to be kase de Pentecost nti no yen twen kakra na mo mpai before we could say anything no na papa na gada ni pani nyina to another venue. That's how Pentecost started. And then yeah no we were left a call the following week na a call baby ani shano ni akani pa 6 because we're funny penny no I mean here all night we're almost 70 to 80 people and we train microphone and we invited that time there was a man of God called Aidan from the Methodist Church.
Okay.
And we invited and crusade the children friend we invited Evangelist Bria. Yes.
Okay.
A whole Pentecost started here from a fellowship. They started the Pentecost
in France.
In France here.
The first branch of
Pentecost. That is how it started.
Okay.
And I have the records straight. Apostle Ifa, Pastor No, and myself, we were the pioneers of the revival. And I said, but we give glory to God. The credit is to us, of course, but the glory to God because and I'm so my name sorry baby. Into woman nimune dear. Na me no Ejamisha could I say. And I made dream no. Woman nimune dear no so open no. But the secret behind Pentecost, the war Paris and now France and I'm here to honey. Say
very interesting.
This is how it started. It's how it started. Obia Pastor Wuku, all those they know the truth. They know the Ukraine. And see, and then I'm very thankful to God. Say, and I'm soma in Yakrabibri. Yeah.
It's papa. Any miensa o sinsiana momukai.
We continued.
Okay.
It was.
Okay.
That was where it started. And no, a miracle time.
Okay.
And with time, out of miracle time, then I make I say from Pentecost to Bethel came out because we evangelist he broke out from Pentecost and they say he broke out because not the Pentecost from the world and started Bethel prayer ministry through that and Bethel prayer ministry because not Abaha almost started Bethel Chikra and Assemblies of God by and son all the other churches and so kakran. Yeah.
In that time, at what point now would say sorry?
Nearby and they say, yeah, one miracle time, it got to a point that I had some issues before I'm I had some issues with some ladies in the church.
Okay.
So send me shop na me share ne bona man intina ko yes scandal.
Okay.
Intino e ma so na twe maso e ma metena I stayed into me twe maso me wie no that time no na me krata sem me ni krata that the police started harassing me in Paris.
Okay.
Intino it was becoming unbearable. I fear na so into anu echi no anche na me worry. But worry we na police for na ya be bo problem say no until the catch me say no me to me best our stress no the piano pa na the appointment letter bra. And one time no the mommy dwane free Paris no police for the letter bra say me omi here mo police station ya me call ya handcuff ya matna krem on the call baby akoto ayi on friend gather view as a custody say ya the me be Ghana because we need crata.
Papa, now you be nice nature on you and
Baby, say
no normal. Say
ma apply say me person me worry.
Okay.
And when we investigation, no say me ni krata. Into before I be worry, me worry and say my block. Into no, I know me che me. Into no, you do me call court on the third day. You be do myself di Ghana. And now when we investigation is okay. Menye boni bia me buy menye boni bia na say na nya me charge kase nya mu say me buy no so yakopon bie kwan ma metumi ye adwuma wo Ghana embassy.
Okay.
Na me ye messenger wo ho.
Okay.
You know, and so me I put it on my record say my ye adwuma Ghana embassy me new bad record me you know judge na hwe no say well who say me obi am ye papa you know obeja me mako to jam me no it was 26 July my birthday. We jam on at 10 o'clock, 2 o'clock na worry.
We are in 10.
10 na worry. Into no brand no more titi me no. And I'm afraid Papa B ne or your elder or sorry brother Johnson. Brother Johnson and the say me per se me ba o mo kakra be show na me bompa ye. But then empire na me bo. Na me gani.
No mo krum ha.
Mo krum ha dada.
Okay.
I'm catching some percent baby baby bompaye. I'm sure you feel that time no man kitting and no many may I'm sorry ma almost some baba queer software.
Okay.
Don't show quite that Mrs. Simon your man I'm catching me say semico because some man qua and yet into no home you could do hono almost on pie and they say because no more bars or Paris so we track wine.
Okay.
Almost so bompire says sorry in the back room. Into just me buy no and then nyame eti o mpa to me buy me hwe ho no and mpa ye bompa ye na wa no me we aba o yaba afifi ho ayema and kokoji baby ekoji no so ayema and it's kokoji another place. That is how the church also started here in Mino.
In what year?
You started assuring that time it was in 1994.
Okay.
By 1994 to 2000, I saw na me shase no, and then one friend flip the V because of the vision. I may make a try say my vision is for the nations, it's not for Ghanaians. And I'm saying no, that is not what also they are expecting or looking out to. So unfortunately, I had to leave that church.
Okay.
In 2000. I left the church in 1998, 1999. And when I made the best started this present church in 2000, Femme Founders International Ministry.
Best started Femme Founders International Ministry all over.
All over from the scratch, from zero.
Okay.
From zero.
How difficult was it?
Honestly, I would say at that time, I was very zealous. It was exciting.
Now when you're in Krata.
That time, nothing in Krata. It was exciting, seeing people giving their lives to God, transformation. To say, it was so exciting. And that was where I realized, say, Nyankopon frame me. Meanwhile, no, from 1993 to 2000, no, and I was so no mami India. Me say no, nyame adwuma never. So for Zambia, French say jamais.
I didn't know.
I didn't say me this of. Me pepse me business, pepse me adwuma na poso me so me gi me sika. Me amede na me this of na me ntwen see ebetu ye be ma offering ye betu ya tight. Now no. Me pepse me twen sa atete no. Into no so for it was not part of my agenda.
Na ubedi asofidie ubedi sofu sanete o try title there yes
I would say me train but say you know and I make her say me friend God arrested me.
Okay.
Because Nakupon nim say as of Juma dear. Na me fie kura so for be any ho. As if I was the first of. Okay, na me nananom assume na me the way in the ministry.
Be no said I
Debbie.
Okay.
Inti mini first of intino. I didn't say me could this off.
Now we are so casting.
Oh, me the assembly only there Udimechi intino. I also want ya friend me yan friend me.
No.
What I say? Intino, it was tough. God arrested me and he made me aware, say, he arrested me. Because from 1993 no, to 1998, 1999, na minya me krata, and 7 years na me struggle. No. It was like, tell me, I'm a bonfire. It was like, some say, unja opemu mame. Me ma unhunto. It was like, say, intino, one time, a bonfire. And I had fasted for a long time, and then it was like me to say, Nyame say, Oje Penia, me be koyano. So for the but because my being in and say, me nakrata me free room.
Okay.
Because kasa no, me in your home impaired mentality about. Intino, me bonfire one time in me say, me timu say no, it's the right time. Na me catch me say. Me decided say me disofo na yanko home office nkoje me krata o see bio because he achi me and so that 18 into no and I'm say yeah me think I said this is the right time. We went to the home office. Na home office for every time say where have you been? I'm saying I'm so krata I ready that the year train. Na obeje di say
wow
na ye ko bompaye every evening. Yeah, the cat animal me 10 o'clock in the morning. Yakobon pay you ray ye befi. You get that old Kirby. Car your boss wine so those times. Into pian car no. And now I'm be whom way window no trap police my. Into no suffer now and I'm no pastanana. Only you say me new crata because so why no.
Onu se wakoje kata no
pattern. Into no police for the buy and the yamchi no open so obon pay. To be saving them ye cratano, I feel me. And a police say, now crat and then the man I'm saying, Tom Coyno say, and I'm saying, name me cratana. That was the first time a year control me, Bram War France. Then I cratana at 10 o'clock and you reach 7 o'clock and they control me. I've never been controlled police for never. Police criminal and chiameda. Because Bram mini cratano, 10 biano, my dressing needs, my Tommy tickets. Ko baby a minim say ni pay share the problem me ko mpem ho asem
enti what founded this church for 2000 to be 26
years. This year we are 26 years.
To say membership here they saying
we are between we are between 200 to 250 children included.
Okay.
Yeah.
I am members
yeah, and I know we have almost 17 different nationals.
Okay.
And Ghana for a year.
But Ghana for it also.
Debbie. 100 also. You were Congo, you were Nigeria, you were Cameroon, you were French Francasa, you were Black French.
French abroad.
Yeah, French abroad. Last Sunday, French would need a preach here.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. But Papa, aside Nyamijuma na sorry no.
Yeah.
Uye be for way of business.
Yes. Yeah. Okay. May started with a cleaning company, but last year I'm close because Night was not I was not making profit in Tinokrusu. But I have events, company. We do events, concerts, shows. And so I'm also a master of ceremony in programs.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and then we hire instruments. We organize big concerts and big events all over the place. And I'm a life coach. Yeah, personal coach, business coach, executive coach. And last year, Nyamiadum, one of the courses are so far I'm the only black I'm France. I'm for the MBIT training.
Okay.
Yeah, it's in a minute the only black I'm so far in France. It's in coaching, but a deeper form of coaching.
Okay.
It's got to do with the brain, the heart, and the guts.
Okay.
And a different form of coaching.
Okay.
I sound a writer. I show books in Tino. And then my prepare book back one.
Thank you, Papa. Thank you. Thank you. Papa Asofujumano.
Yeah.
You are managing a congregation. She said, okay, people from diverse background speak different languages. Any idea? It's the same.
I would say it's exciting. When you meet other nationals, it's exciting. And when I say it's exciting, so it is because of the attitude I've adopted to learn every day. So every day I learn. So I learn different cultures, different behaviors, different attitudes. So am I exciting? Say, okay, this is how these people behave. This is how these people behave. Okay, Ghana for seniority. So am I exciting? Say, Debiano, with different cultures and different attitudes, you are able to lead and manage such people. It's very exciting. And you learn a lot.
Even French Abrofono believes there's a supreme being.
Yes.
Album Payachena.
Yes.
They won't say go to hospital.
Sir.
But almost a spiritual aspect of it.
Sir. Omujidi.
Okay.
Omujidi. Because say Nyankopon and I say me God arrested me and Nyankopon arrested me many Nyankopon di etentami e woni maybe
had a bet with him.
Yes, and I've seen God in mysterious ways. Okay. Healings, breakthroughs. So there are evidences. So when there are evidences now,
okay. Asitrapa with Akotoman Sasunye and France, so and mene sofo Godwin Benefo train nkomo yakana brabo mu nsem yakan sofudi mu nsem yebeka eniema na aka especially when or a marriage counselor or a life coach or a sane man anti asitrapa we dem say ebewa but ebe no bit by bit kaka. So papa events.
Yeah.
Say Shatawale Encroft get in touch with you. Say people of France. Would you work for them?
I've hosted Famille, I've hosted Kwamina.
Okay.
So for me it's events in the Ayajuma. If people want to entertain themselves, Ayajuma na me.
Okay.
Why not?
And you wouldn't mind say, oh yeah, concert for be a Shatawale. I'm talking about more fun say we are saying.
No, Juma. Let me come from this angle. Some time ago, maybe some of my congregation members say, "Baby, I'm here, Juma. My boss no ye Christian. I'm say Debbie. I'm say, but soon no man muska moji. Say I na monji. Are you Christian? But or ye unbeliever or ye non-Christian. Or tuamoka, I'm a munya bibi tuamotite.
I'm sure they've not even bothered about the religious background.
Thank you very much. But yes, yeah. So when it comes to work, for instance, with events gospel most of my clients are not Christians. But many times, in what I do, some of them I relate to them, and then some of them I speak the gospel to them. It's an opening for me. So if I can have access to Shatawale and be a blessing to him and can minister to him, why not? Because Samima and it will always stay in the secular side. Yeah. So for me, it's business. At the end of the day, it breaks me. Of course, I have my convictions and I have my some principles. I will not go to that extreme to do it. But for me, Shatawale is an artist, and I wouldn't mind organize. Yeah. No, I'll work for him, no problem.
Okay. Is it fetching you a year?
Oh yeah, bad. Although there is room for improvement. Yeah.
What's the name of the events company?
It's called GSG Events. GSG Events. Yeah, but
in France.
Yes, in France. GSG Events.
Okay. Yeah. And are you on social media?
Yeah. We are on Instagram. I think we are on Facebook too.
It's a France, so you're artist. Now France, so baby beer or France. And now when you're France, will be to be many artists I can say no. You're the mobile mocha. We'll get in touch with software. Let's just say, Libya. I like to say, former President Mahama came here.
Yes.
You played a role.
Yes. I'm here, master of ceremony.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Namiadum, I've met almost all the presidents.
Oh, okay.
Because of the protocol.
Of Ghana.
Yes, the protocol, and then many times, Mama and the Coco who's too as senior.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay. Papa Binyana, yes, President Mahama, Ghana president.
Yeah.
Eba France.
Yeah.
Na who play a role, bio.
Yeah. Namiadum. Because of the good relationship, I'm in embassy in Wellington. Okay. I've been able to meet almost all the presidents. They are now inviting me to be part of the team to meet them. I was the MC for the occasion.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Now politics we need your own kaka. Who baby?
Oh, media. Let me say yes and no.
Okay.
Because untumi nkasa when politics. Why? Because I vote. So when you vote, you do politics. But I don't have a particular party I will follow. Okay. I'm always with the winning team. Okay. Meaning I may bumpire and say, President President Mahama, and I also. Empire and say, which me a deliver, by Yenima back into brother, and I could follow by and make I say, or by and now I was interacting with him. You try pictures and for say, most any other.
Spectacular.
But me no, me say whoever is in power now will be able to do well and then help Ghana because there are a lot to do in Ghana.
Now, over Ghana.
Me free her by say 2 weeks ni.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, me taba Ghana pa.
Okay.
They say they me na be in titia.
Okay. Into the last time 2 hours back to easy. Who from Ghana saying?
Ghana dear, me how Ghana ye kakra bi.
Okay.
Me dear ne say nneɛma bi wɔ hɔ a ɛsɛ sɛ ɛyɛ accessible to everybody.
If it is saying
health.
Okay.
For me, health, accommodation, be accessible to the mass, the people, Make us say Ghana is okay.
Okay.
But we say all the time, it's our problem, that's all. Not forgetting our roots. Into media, Empire Bonnie say, President Mahama, him say, ne hunkrofori bibitie asitanapa. Miss Remo, your health system, your education system, your accommodation system, our roads. If we are able to deal with this, because this is what the average Ghanaian is asking for. Unfortunately, we had a gap between a sikafon and a hiafona, a wide. I want to add myself to the average Ghanaian. Say, see, in your mana, before say, you have better ye. I've seen some. And this kind there are improvements, things are, for instance, petrol say, me make a filling station until recently I almost started to quite any new mekosi na or talk a crabia to me a beboa. Into no misre say a binum fan and in co Cyrus na in develop Cyrus in the Ghanaian, me did 7 my water in Okudim.
Enti papa bi a abrantie bi wo Ghana. Otimi a save sika kakra. Bi a save be 10,000 euros. And maybe a 5,000 kra. He's torn between setting up a business in Ghana, making it in Ghana, and traveling out of Ghana to be a Europe, Asia, America, UK. What would be your advice to you, brother?
Okay. I'm say in my book I've said some things like that. I went to first, because first because about 20 years ago, 30 years ago, like me to kind of. I want to be very sincere to be able to say, na opportunity say wo ho nene wo ho anka me to kind.
Sir.
Debbie.
Open say be the work school ne hospital ne accommodation.
Sir. Na mpesa me kan say it depends on unipa kona opeso to kind.
Okay.
So be a hustler na ni fie sabi ebi ni ho ne nkoa na onya adwuma pepe bia anye na opeso to kwan be hustler fine but obi a wa ko school edu actually na onya adwuma pepe bi ye no Ghana is a very wonderful place. Obi a na ambition on the two kwan and I make say me no my ambition on the two kwan was not to be so maybe I bet not in the least, and God knows what I'm saying. Say, I'm very honest. My dream, my down soon that I said that thing. Nyankopon be my dom and I'm be so. Me my dream with two coins say, person me school. And we school now, I'll have to go back
to Ghana and serve.
Oh,
okay.
And Nyankopon be arrested. I didn't know say there was a mission or a call for me here, and I've not regretted say because me to me no. And by the grace of God, I'm making impact, I'm making influence here. So it depends on the panel. I sit no boom. Because nature makers and say, me cool, you know, my cool share, me number forum, me no ma, me down they are doing extremely well in Ghana. Yeah. It depends. Say, me can say,
are they almost businesses?
Oh, your businesses. And they are doing very well. They are living fine. They almost took wine, a coba, and they are in Ghana. They are saying, you know, now me can say, I went through here. Me no the and your man me nyawa continue me monsieur no maybe me took wine to monsieur no maybe exposure ni ade. But say fast asitrema bra bono dear. So when you dream be ye. Na se dwuma no eboa na wonsa kowa no na you are making impact. Kan no ene ne no abrochiri asesa bibiri. And then me no ka say I'm finding ways and means me na be teacher wo fie because there are a lot of potential in Ghana. You know akwentu ye me ka because akwentu ya e entro na midi na mo no opeso tukwan check and balance. Me too kwan keke because why we are be what the papa bi wo fie aba be se wadaje wa especially in France we be do her ense na o mesua kasa no enti kasa na nya adwuma no nyame ye madom me bae no I went back to school. I started from the scratch and son of sebi me nya adwuma papa I akoye adwuma wo bank so I resigned from the bank and son am ba be let's say full-time ministry and other businesses because but say my back as a young guy now come to me at so now I say me start to sua kasa na sana makoye adwuma no obi di AC ne dan obi di year in the contracting work or do any more call it you know it is not always say kwan to year opeso to kwan ya bisa and I ask for advice at the kwan wo year until episode to kwan no and na botain ti episode to kwan no you can madam for bia and say to kwan wasako because I say no I'm not me hunya me wa esemeko because mo Ghana kra no na me wadwuma papa bia
guys masumo so for say obi papa bi o Ghana dia enkoton fie ana wasase emfa o life savings nyina nka say o de betena abrochire papa asori no congregation no you are shepherding a congregation.
Yes.
They are in your care. Say obi te wa sorry na ebi wo ho saa so obi wo ha o ya sorry ba niema mu odin ma no ti se ebi kra ahwe yo beda abontin so ni ade se bi wo ho saa e de amoa na sorry ne ye ana mo ye e de eboas enkrofofo no to give them a set na pa de na mo ye mo.
Good. Ni aye ne say sorry, your social side, your creative social side.
Okay.
So obi ba na so was social side for no ebisa ehwe kwan abafa so a ebetumi aya mani pa no the one high no na say no want on because I said we have had instances there was gentleman and school fees no kwa the masters na new more heading the church supported Emma otumi we in the masters no we have had instances binumba Omar baby or Montino ni ade no yeboa enye say bia ye many penny sika if we have to give money to support for some time we do it intino e bibia ye but you're separating them as social side of the church you know and yeah intino e bia itabwa ye wo no friend no bank alimentaire ni say ye wo baby ye di nnuane ba every food bank
Chapel for Uganda. Okay.
Every Sunday, you know, women here and they go there and then they give them food. I remember I said there have been instances. One Sunday we took an offering and we gave it to one of our members and then so we are tired.
I said, "No, you nyami sika sika odi come nyami na mde ba sorry ba."
Oh, na mama say nyami sika na so bi hu chire na. We have and we don't enya your associations are almost every month you come on to support the work they are doing in Africa.
Okay.
Your and I make us
NGOs there.
Yeah. Nyamia do recently no your lawyer was sorry her.
Okay.
Into the lawyer and say once in every 2 weeks if I'm not mistaken no or tenacity each year microphone and advise them about what legal action
free legal
but
advice.
you're free. Yeah. So Bibia you tired because Nyame can say Bible they say I wish above all things that thou mayest prosper and be in good health even as thy soul prospereth. Nyame can say there should be a balance between the spiritual and our social lives. Into me myself about sorry now and was also now until we always have to look for a balance. So nipa no now we have to look at where no children say be an assistant pa we assistant pa not to be assume nyame because ne ho tono a no assume nyame or the ho keeping na nipa no ho chire no comedy no enye won konkron eno hia we hia duane. I've had instances that people have walked into my office o meka say wie na me hu say nyam pa no hia o hia ska timitu mbotu ma message kakra me nyani ntifako na me nyane se me mbobusia because busia ne de boy and some it's with the power let's say Edward
Papa asitra paso ye ka warrior sempa any relationship ni na why software e ya na ensem sa na bi ba on congregations no e wo needs sa
pa
ya na major issues e dey
in some doors in some doors and most issues, you know, let me say, a call on finance, sex, and communication.
Okay, our no.
Yes.
Said ye omuyo musika sem.
Sir.
Ba ko de ho so e ka me ba ko
Sir.
And afi
communication.
Okay.
But I would say the main way to be communication because when there is lack of communication, a problem. So these are some of the major
for communication no omuni omo ho kasa na bibi o so bo ne yira na ni kura mane a omo
sir no system no when we talk about communication and then unfortunately no telephone about be your communication so which means say few or her papa and mama no they don't sit to talk so we should be okwan and I say it is not communication. What I always advise the church and say create a space. Even in Kolana and Womotenokrano, we have to create a space to listen to them. We think so, Mususa, but they have something to say.
Yeah.
And I realized that with Mankasa Mema, Namia Dumo, Mammy and son. And there was a time my Baba had some issues. And I realized say it was my fault because Naminya time mano. So I created a space says you to a real bow. Once in a week, Tuesday, we have to meet. And it helped a lot. Because you share or can sem, ibisan sem, then I answer. So when we talk about communication, we have to create a space where we can talk. Mama nebe kasa, papa nebe kasa, and kola nebe kasa. So we know when we have talked, then we can now begin to look for a solution. But when we don't meet to talk now, obia some obia sheni them. If you say obia will wish him on to make. Just that is where everything starts. And when I talk about communication, ebia there is an issue with a yanka. And young person and you settle. We have to talk about it before we go to bed. You see, so these are some of the issues about, and it affects our finances. We are one country we are say one country. So nina no can say communication the most issue it creates animal. Yeah. So we have a lot of them, and some of them are very complex.
Papa, a day in a bema a year and you couldn't who coming ne better have.
Ahano, most people know, most man me hear you my bread. That is the number one reason. Me hear you my bread. Me hear you my bread. And unfortunately, no, me hear you my bread, no. We do baby no not to atwafaso. Because the man has a need, he has his emotional needs and things, a twaso, na fe no. A kwakuye issue.
Papa, abrochire muye 50-50 policy. Where the biba, now where the biaba, near the running.
Yes, sir.
Could it not be the reason, Ebema, because Obama quiet mama bread, me bounce me no the animal.
Yeah, and then I make us say
the problem
and your communication because if you are saying it's not a case abia, seeing that this is how the home should be run and the idea. What I always say is say, so Bema o worry about. There is nothing like 50-50.
Okay.
You are the man. You are the head of the house. Say nyame wa dom na nya onyo ba na so sure person boa. Praise God. But enya obligation. It's a mistake. I don't mean maybe if you buy it, say 50-50.
It's a Ghana crown 4 person maybe.
And you miss them. Mama fanko Ghana. I say mama obekaya ye papa no ye mama no. Ye papa no was the head, but ye papa ye bibia. Na mame no o fi no obo no ye oboa kakra. E bre ni bie ba no na sebi ema ekusku eye adwuma eboa, which is very good. Tina make sense to say when your oba na so oboa, amen. But enya oba no asede ye say you 50 now so you 50. We are say na o be man when we start creating 50-50 no. Inte normal so ba no be do be no say no so no me ready. What you say be no credit ska.
Asa no ni ko
so we see 50-50 dia na me so 50 na me so me fa me ho ma. Inte no e bibia.
Na ba no ton ne ho ma ni kunu.
E na me ka say inte no enu inte na mfiti ase no. E say bibia tena se ne ka. Se me say na betumi ade aboa. And I mean, so when you're banner so beboa, na se mukasa. Many times, what I tell people, they say, oh, odo. If we want to critically look into the Bible now, we share Genesis. A bring them coupon ball or banny beman. God never mentioned love. In your bakupo. Or say, I will create him a help meet. I will create him a partner. And unfortunately, and a lot of people are not partners.
They are living together.
They have become roommates. So if you don't meet your partner, your matcher, a problem. Because Nyankopon can say, memo will be your obedo. I say I'll give you somebody who will be your help me, will be your team vision, I say, will be your nimnya woko, will be ready to hold you, and push you, encourage you. And then maybe they encourage their partners. Oh, and ye jai, where they are now, what I say, but you need a helpmeet, a partner, a destiny helper, but to me, wow, I'm a baby, a wokono, or do I could do. Oh, boy, I miss me a day. Oh, boy, Nakupon said, it is not good for a man to be alone. Or see, and yet, so because it's not good to know, na me de be brown or be wow. And no can say, we need finish for one cast or you will not we need one in chain. So the woman helping as well decide to help. But so woman could actually, I know baby dear Nima a problem.
That is interesting, Papa. And now about it here to say, Kruma, to say, up to about her to say.
We come back to the same communication, creating a space. By the grace of God, the money they are well to do, almost soon, and it's because of a lot of sacrifice. Because of humanity, meant me and sign contracts to work fully. Because I had to make a concession, say, me you makakra, makakra. And then the result into the same manner. So no, say I will follow your imagine say you pisca, collabani. Especially and then on bayan collabani is serious. Because many people nobody do many and I said only among your telephone. In a telephone be also. It is money that jam mom, na ye juma, we banner we call. Near share guitar no okay and when we feed no more kuko yitiman kolano nanya and kolano never suffer when two elephants fight the grass surface.
Thank you so much, Papa. Answer na me call Papa. Me mau opportunity mention okay Papa do nim faint normally me any 5 o mama was sitting pa
sir
o per se e bia we take your opportunity edda wo mo ase
yo me say nyankopon de me so no di kan woni nyina mu ntino me de nyame ase if you say say me hwe mechi na me hwe ba bia me bedua say nyame ni manka enye me da ma wo fon so ase o me so monti ase na mo me do ma se won titia mo de mai the mommy, especially my stepmother, send America, Auntie Lydia, and Fitiasia, never him say, Minibs open massam, no, not the at that time, it was hard. Beneno, the Bia, baby, I'm in Bia, me bully didn't say, and I'm no small machine, you might be, oh, if ye, to say, it's amazing, no more children, Madame, my spiritual father, Pastor James or Dr. James or Bing,
okay,
I see.
Oh, Kruma
Mpacho Ghana. Okay, to Kwaimba, yeah.
Sorry, man.
Or Evangel International Church.
Okay.
Yeah. On the year, the general overseer.
Okay.
And I say one also, and the tia pa, a foot pa, be seen there, the Biam friend, a foot toward the mammy. And Ukraine, he's been of great help to me. Yeah. And if you haven't perceived that, many animals so me siblings, for the support, the encouragement, the beard anything in a meeting, no mushim crying. They've also been of course me pushing phone, me to be bearding, but when in one way or the other, no, they've been helpful to me, they've been encouraging. And as so far, you shall see what her no more ba be supporting Reverend BC, Reverend Stalin, and Steve. Bishop in Tree, they were always here. No more bar, no more support, no more bishop in crying. They have been very helpful to this, and it's interesting about Okasa because some of them recently I talked to them and I really recognize the role they have played in my life, and I really thank them. Mesanso ejina asitena pa fidi so adawma sibio and the last but not the least, my wife and my wonderful children. They have been very.
But your wife is the same.
My friend Jane.
Mrs. Jane.
Benefo. Yeah.
Okay. And also you're Ghana.
Ghana.
Okay.
And I'm a man. Gideon, Anna, and Rhoda. They are my backbone. They are my champions.
Mama grandchildren yet?
Not yet.
Okay.
Penny worried 2 years ago, 2.5 years. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And a man in the other school fee. That's so mammy had time to me. Bob on Savannah until my catchum say on Savannah, so the door come.
Almost tree. Almost no market tree.
Your country, but almost can't nobody say. But almost to be out, can be out. They can adding. But get one woman you or for so because say it a beefy intina. You say the near Brazil, Susia. Intinomso, making every day so I don't massively breed. They have been very supportive. Be a me catch Roma. They want to help. Intino, don't massively breed. I mean, show.
Baba, Yagubo is Ramedase pa.
Yes, Madame, say.
Any idea come what you no ABC Asetna pa France edition, the first one. Yeba a song. And they so for penny Godwin Benefo ebedi nkomo. Me sure say nkomo wafa baby bree ede a free. And they be producer ono an chinchim afidie bibia. Madame Mary Asante ekua eda association de femme de Nyansapo anono. In fact, ononti ena me ba akrom ha na me be cover an event na ma take part in event or the celebrating International Women's Day e won nan ena afi we dey asetinapa so asetinapa is proudly produced by Uniama Media Consult. Na mi team back home in Ghana Radio Studio Production. And now my producer Randolph Safo. My sponsors Ketcher Clothing 0245155546. Veronica Heights 020-036-9876. And Cora Homes 053-021-7766. And Rabako Queen 0244-606-500. And the Uniama Media Consult 0244-606-500. And that's the Sawo Jemre Eshe. Thank you.